Alrighty, y'all. We're back right now here near Kansas City, where we've got a pretty dang intense Supercell going on. I was just driving home and I was eyeballing this little blip that went up near Kansas City, and it's turned on to a full-fledged freaking Supercell. So we're going to be watching it here for a bit as it tracks east through Kansas City. It's got a pretty damn nice hook echo on it right now. No rotation though that I can really see visually or on radar. But we are pretty much near the hook echo right now. Just sort of eyeballing this thing to see if it's going to do anything for us. This is a pretty intense Supercell. I got blasted about quarter size to 1.25 inch size hail all the way back where I just was. But this thing, the photographs on wrap are pretty dang good now, so this thing does have some potential to drop a tornado now. So we're going to be looking at this storm for a minute to see if it may drop a tornado for us. Richmond, Missouri, this thing is heading right for you. This thing can and will try to produce a tornado if it happens to route well enough. I've actually got family in Richmond, so let me just... I want to message my cousin real quick because he lives in Richmond. Right back in there is a wall cloud. I can see it. Camera's not picking it up too well, but there is certainly a wall cloud back in there. I'm waiting to see if the storm is going to route any more than it already does, or than it already has. I probably need to just go to like Rayville or something. Oh wait, no, I need to go south. Oh man, this road was east, not south. I took a wrong road, actually. Dang. Thanks for guiding me to the wrong place to go fast. Well, crap. I don't want to go up there. Get the hell out of here real quick. But yeah, y'all, we are on a pretty mature Supercell thunderstorm right here in just east of the Kansas City Metro, heading for Richmond, Missouri. I got family in Richmond, so that's not good. This thing could drop a tornado on them, so right now I'm where a possible tornado could try and develop. I'm right in the hook echo. I did not mean to activate my turn signal. My bad, my bad. Did not mean to activate my turn signal there. But we're currently in the hook echo of this storm right now, and we're going to be tracking it south into Richmond, Missouri area. This thing, oh my gosh, this is a very classic, very gnarly looking Supercell. Wow, this thing is awesome.
Take the second left onto Missouri 10 East.
Right. Alright, we need to go 10 East here. Am I clear both ways? I believe I am. Cool, let's go.
Continue on Missouri 10 East for 3/4 quarters of a mile.
Let's go to Richmond, y'all. For those of you who are just tuning in, we are live right now, hook slicing this intense supercell near Kansas City, going into Richmond, Missouri right now. Hook echo on this thing, no rotation though, very little rotation. I am underneath the hook right now. The hook echo is on top of me. So we're going to be tracking this thing as it moves towards Richmond, Missouri. So anybody in Richmond, Missouri, I know Christopher, you guys are down there, so be aware of this thing. This thing could very well try to plant a tornado.
In half a mile, turn left to stay on Missouri 10 East.
Very mature looking supercell. Just gotta let it root a little bit more. Wall cloud on it. It's the exact same way I used to come to work on. This is funny.
Continue on Missouri 10 East for 1.5 miles.
What you see right there in front of us is a wall cloud off to our left. Very low hanging base on there. Not much rotation on it though. It's very it's a very slow moving storm too. Very pretty storm. Just outside of Richmond, Missouri on highway, I believe we're on highway 10 now. Used to come over here for work.
In half a mile, take the exit toward Richmond.
No, we're not going to do that actually. We're going to stay on 10. Continue to track this thing. I'm likely just going to turn around and get a good vantage point on this thing when I can. I want to see what it's doing behind me. We have watching 44 folks watching right now. Hello all, welcome into the stream. We're currently on quite an intense supercell thunderstorm near Richmond, Missouri. I'm not sure where the hell I am or what I'm doing in this parking lot, but I'm just trying to get myself turned around and situated so I can watch the storm. Let's go back onto this tree here. Get out all these lights. I want to be able to see the storm illuminated through some lightning flashes if we're able to. Really nothing to see back up in there. Good evening, y'all. Welcome back into the live stream. I wasn't really expecting to do another live stream, but we had this pretty intense supercell develop just east of the Kansas City Metro, pretty much inside of the Kansas City Metro, near Liberty, Missouri, in Platte City-ish area. And now if you look on radar, oh my goodness, it is a very mature and very mean-looking supercell. Definitely a chance for it to produce a tornado if it can take advantage of the photographs. Photographs are a little bit more curved now, so we do have that 0 to 3 SRH feeding into the storm. That's what's feeding into its hook echo. That's why we have a nice looking supercell on radar. Visually, that's alright. I probably should have just went down to like Henrietta. I could have hung out down there and now we're gonna just continue east on here. We can go south of Hardin. It's only a 12-minute drive.
Continue on Missouri 10 East for 7 miles.
Be in this rain for here for a little bit as we try to. But then when we get back to Harding, we're going to be able to drop down and get in front of it again, get a good view of it, see what we can see what's going to produce anything for us over here. I don't think there's anybody else on the storm either. I think I'm the only storm chaser that's on this storm. Yeah, there's nobody else here. I'm the only chaser on this supercell right now. Absolutely no other chaser over here except for me. So welcome in onto the stream. Is actually taking in some more streamlined vorticity. It is rotating up there, certainly, in the hook echo region. Now, we've got a very proper and rotating supercell now, so I bet you if I turn around sometime soon, we'll be able to see a wall flood on this thing. We'll see if it can plant a tornado for us. Hopefully in an open field. Looks like where it's going, actually, it's heading right for Henrietta. So people in Henrietta, be ready for the storm to head through your area. Again, this thing is showing rotation on radar now, albeit connection already. I have 5 connection on this side. Where did it be? That was bullshit. It really does not like me, and I don't know why. But we're continuing to track this thing. I'm going to probably end up going to Henrietta, Missouri, hanging out there for a bit and see what this thing can do. Finally out of the rain, but we're going to likely be back in it here in the next couple minutes. Right here is about where we should really see a good view of the base of the storm. Though I'm really not seeing much visually. It is very outflowy dominant. Pretty outflow dominant. Okay, sorry about the connection there for a bit, y'all. Again, AT&T is not really liking me today. Likely going to have to do something about that on my next two chases. People I'm partnered with Spear Studios, I'm pretty sure I can work with them to up my connectivity issues. Oh, it's on that lead. There's a lot of chases on this thing. I keep seeing cars float over to the side of the road over here with all their lights off, but you can see them gazing through the window at the storm. This thing is a beast of a Supercell, y'all. Would not be surprised to see this thing packing a lot of wind damage for the Henrietta area going down to Lexington. I'm actually going to go right. I'll turn here on the highway. Oh, there's a bridge here. I did not expect there to be a bridge here. I thought it was just a flat crossing. Cool. Alright, we're going to hop on this bridge here and keep tracking this thing south towards Lexington. That's the wind damage. This thing doesn't look very potent right now. Sort of a big, mean, scary looking Supercell. Capable of some marginally severe winds and marginally severe hair and gusty winds. Sort of lost the Supercell structure shape to it, the Tokeko at least, but it still looks like a mean freaking storm. pop in and out. It is what it is, though. I mean, we're out here in the back roads of Missouri, so I expect it to be doing that. But it's alright. Hello, Ken. Welcome in. We're well south of the storm now, so I could probably afford to find somewhere to hop off the highway where we are right now and sit and just sort of eyeball the storm off and on. I think I was down here, what day did I come down here? I think it was March 13th. I was in the exact same area for a Supercell that produced about egg-sized hail, because Ryan Scholl was with me that day. He was somewhere behind me chasing that same day as well. And then the next day, of course, we went on to get the Alta Vista tornado. But I was down here in this area not too long ago chasing, only a few months ago. Missouri's been really kind to me this year. The severe thunderstorm warning was allowed to expire on it. We are still looking at 50K echo tops easily. There's another storm up there with 50K as well. When did that go up? Oh, and I have no service again. At least on my primary phone. How did you go up? Currently just following this road here all the way over to the sit and wait. I don't know if there's a railroad track, but we should be able to get over here and just sit. If it doesn't really look too good by the time it gets to us, go, and I'll just go home. But if it looks good, we'll see. Starting to run into some fork flank convection here. Well, that isn't fork flank convection, that's just convection. Oh, the storm's pretty much on top of me then, isn't it? Cool. Quite nothing to ride home without on radar. Sort of looks like a very meh storm right now. We can probably track it down to like Higginsville area. I can probably afford to be out till about 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 10:30-ish area. Right now I'm just going to try and get back to the highway we just came in on. Heads out. This thing's actually moving a little bit faster than what I anticipated it to be. How fast are we moving here? Yeah, it's like 40 miles an hour. I thought the storm was only moving at 15 to 25 miles an hour. This thing was moving at 40 miles an hour, actually. So we're probably just going to hop back on the highway and continue to track it. There's another storm all the way by Chillicothe, but I don't really expect that thing to do much. Does look like it's dying a little bit, actually. Not too early to tell, but it's really become more elongated than what you would expect a more compact supercell to be. That can give me a little bit of insight of what this storm is feeling. The VWP photograph should give me a little bit of insight of what we're dealing with. Oh. That's the DW photograph. That's yikes. Not that good. Rick 4 Max 2 is sort of low. Lots of 3K, but very little 4 Max. Sure if I'll really continue on with the storm. I can probably continue on with it for a little bit longer. Yeah, screw it. We'll continue on with it for about another 30 minutes or so before I start heading back home. How's that sound, y'all? After 30 minutes of this storm, then I head back home if it doesn't do anything. Only reason why I didn't continue my stream earlier is I do have work early tomorrow morning, so actually go over here and do a little bit better quick. Let's see here. What is, let me just grab where I'm at for this. One second, y'all. I'm just looking at some model data real quick. Sort of see what we're dealing with in terms of photographs and environment. Yeah, we can probably continue on to this one for another 30 minutes or so before we let it go. Everyone else's photograph map not working now? It is not. That's nice. Cool. meh. That's really all I gotta say about them is they're meh. Don't look too good. But regardless, we'll continue on this one for a little bit longer. See if they'll do anything. I suspect the storm is starting to die out though. We'll see. Lightning production on this thing has subsided a lot within the past 15 minutes. Earlier in the storm's life cycle, when it had a proper hook echo, it was spitting out bolts left, right, center. But now the lightning production is probably about a bolt every 20, 30 seconds rather than every 10 seconds. Hello to all 74 folks watching right now. Welcome in, welcome in. Currently on a Supercell thunderstorm just east of Lexington, Missouri. Pretty much in Lexington, Missouri, actually. We're tracking it down. I didn't do that. We're tracking it down Highway 13 right now. Likely going to end the chase near Higginsville. Yeah, of course, happy to be live streaming right now. Got to keep the folks updated on the weather. Oh, don't tell me we have construction up here. Significant for road construction. It's starting to ramp up its lightning production again. It went from like a bolt every 20 to 45 seconds, or about 30 to 45 seconds, to now there's bolts every couple seconds now. About 5 to 15 seconds. Off to my left, I can see flashes in the clouds. Every now and then you'll get a bolt pop out of the storm as well. This storm could be very well regaining some strength, re-strengthening quite a bit. Although lightning on the radar scope says it's just not doing anything, but I can see bolts popping out of the storm, and some intercom lightning is also going on. Location is just northwest Higginsville, Missouri. Continuing to track this storm toward the Higginsville area. it on the radar. Nice little shine of the moon above. It's a decent little storm and night. Got a little radar update on this thing real quick. Oh, it's heading a little bit more east than I thought it would. Okay. It's heading up to like the 213 area. Whoops. Trying to look what that truck behind me is doing. Dude pulled out in a hurry there. Probably head over here and see what this thing might do for us. Alright. Radar real quick. And get a track. More than likely, this storm is now done with. Yeah, it's already depleting its tops. Supercell, go bye-bye. We'll give it one final look before we go. Hello again, Kim. Welcome back in. Having a little bit of fun here in Missouri tonight. Nice looking Supercell thunderstorm trekking off to the abyss. Oh, I mean, it's a cute little storm. It's not really doing much anymore, but you know, it is what it is. actually. This thing looks to be sort of intensifying pretty much right in front of us. So we're gonna actually turn around and head back south. Try and stay a little bit south of this thing. Weird little intersection. That was awkward. Trying to get us into a somewhat decent spot, this storm, but it's like there's absolutely nowhere here that's not just shrouded in trees and city lights. Like there's nowhere over here that's just not shrouded in these street lights and trees. I guess that's what happens when you're in sort of like rural, urbanish areas that aren't too far out of the city, but are out of the city just enough where you have spots like this. This right here wouldn't be a bad spot. Sort of just watch it roll into this area. Sucks this freaking street light is here though. I wish it wasn't here. Oh, and of course there's trees blocking my way as well. Oh. Ay ay ay. This storm is a nightmare to spot.
Head northwest on Missouri 13 Business North toward Missouri 20 East, Missouri 213 North.
I am currently near Higginsville, Missouri. Trying to spot this decaying Supercell, or I think it's a decaying Supercell. Really lost a lot of its features. Got some new lighting production, which is pretty nice. I like that. But overall, it looks like it's sort of decaying and dying off. I could probably set up for some lightning photography if I really wanted to. The only issue is that there's just so many freaking city lights here. There's just so much light. And then what's not shrouded in light, it is shrouded in trees. way back home. Dude, it didn't even stop at that stop sign. He said, let me go. Hello, Julie. Welcome in. See those subtitles. Oh, LED headlights, please. Have mercy. Yeah, this storm's already passed it. It's decaying. You can see the anvil starting to fan out on radar. The bulk of the storm has sort of compacted. It's becoming a lot smaller than what it was, so that is a telltale sign that the storm is starting to decay and that it's dying. Pretty Supercell. When it was very mature, it had some nice little steady bases, a couple wall clouds here and there. Not much rotation with this wall cloud at all, just sort of Supercell very slowly, if not non-rotating wall clouds. But I think it's time to head home. A little bit sleepy. Looking forward to putting my head on my pillow and hitting the knees. I've been up since like 5. Trying to forecast for today and whatnot. But hey, thanks for all tuning in. Didn't really expect to go live again. Certainly was a surprise for me. I was just on my way home and happened to see the Supercell go up pretty much right on top of me. Took a detour to go to it and was not disappointed at all. But we're going to end the live stream here. For those again who joined back, thank you all for joining back. Not sure when I'll be live again, but I'm sure, again, like I said earlier, there's going to be another setup in the Midwest or High Plains sooner than later, so I'm sure I'll be live again eventually. Make sure you follow me on Twitter